Yep, that's me fixing my resin printer, Butterfingers, dropping plates on screens, all the pain behind that. Anyways, it's Tyrant God YouTube, and it's been a while since I posted a video, so I'm going to kind of show a little bit of the work I've been doing since I haven't been posting anything. We're going to talk about kind of the flames I did for my zine stamen design, but before we really get into that, I want to share kind of a personal tip I came to realize. So I have these glue dots that I picked up from a local shop. One thing I like to do is paint my models separate from my bases, but still have the control or the placement of the models, and sometimes with the basing accessories. So what I do is I put, one of the glue dots on top of a base, place my model on it nice and firm, and it's good to go there. I mean, you can bump into it, you can paint it, do what you'd like. It's going to be stuck on there pretty well. One thing you do want to be careful of is when you take the model back off the base, that you're very careful, especially with the more fragile ones, so you don't end up breaking the model. So just a tip I thought I'd share with you guys. It's made my life really convenient. It's only like a couple bucks for this. So what I'm going to be showing you guys is the flame effects I did for my zine stamens. I really took a lot of inspiration from Maleficent from Disney, Sleeping Beauty, with the yellow and green flames and the purple for the smoke. I really like that effect. I always have. I think it's got some good contrast. And since it's not technically Maleficent's flames because of how much purple I put in there, I'm just going to dub it Sinister Flames. So this is about my Sinister Flames. And to do any of the painting today, I use my glazed medium from Vallejo, however you pronounce it. But you can use water. I just prefer the way it thins out my paints. So starting out, I have my Warpstone Glow paint from Citadel. It's a green paint. I only add a couple drops to kind of thin it just a little bit, but not too much. You don't want it to get watery or running, even though we're doing a bit of a blend. So first off, I make sure I get green to cover the entire flame portion, and then I decide to use Flash Gitz Yellow. Again, I thin that down with my thinner, but not too much so, because I feel like it really thins down the constitution of it, or I guess the vibrancy of it. I don't want to have it dissipate inside the rest of it entirely. So I go ahead and get kind of what I consider the core of the flame colored up in yellow, and make sure I get plenty of it and kind of push it into the green a little bit. Again, this is all going to kind of seep together in the end. After that, I go ahead and use Phoenician purple on the edges there. Now originally on the other model I only used a little bit of it because I want to get like a smoky texture to it, but I actually really like, again, the Maleficent smoke cloud that's actually a lot more dominant as an effect. So the more I painted this, the more I realized I want a lot more purple into there. So I go ahead and put on a pretty generous amount on the model. Afterwards, I go ahead and use my Druchii Violet while it's still wet and apply some on there. Now, I don't necessarily recommend doing that like I did, because it tends to dilute it and it adds a lot of bleed into the rest of the paints. I like that, but I don't recommend it. Now, this is kind of the first run through on this one. You can see that the wash did fade out quite a bit of the Phoenician purple on there. So I'm going to go ahead and do another one on there. That's just the method I do, but again, it's a little inefficient for what we're trying to go for. And of course, like always, I tend to spill my shades. So yeah, here I am just putting on another layer, and the camera will slowly fade away from the project I'm doing to focus on my shade, of course. Anyway, so I go ahead and put the wash on the rest of the purple portions of the flame. As you can see, I'm allowing it to kind of bleed into the green and the yellow a little bit more. Again, it's a lot more aggressive than the first time I did this. But I think, as you can see here, with some minor blending on the original model, it fades a little better, gives a little more magical properties, but on the one on the left, it's a lot stronger and more vibrant and almost like a more stylistic look into it. So if you want something that's a little bit, I guess, more realistic looking but still magical, go for the right. I'm definitely going to go for the left more often. So anyways, that's kind of what I've been up to. I have been doing some painting and some touch-ups here and there. Even this model's not even finished. So let me know what version you guys prefer. I'd like to know personally on what you guys' opinions are on that. And yeah, that's basically the end of this video. I want to keep it nice and short and maybe get another one out sooner than later if I keep them short like this. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll talk to you guys later.